Hey guys, we are going to take a look at word problems again today. So these are going to look very similar to yesterday. We're just looking at different situations, okay? I know that word problems are tough, but together we will make sense of them, okay? So I can't zoom in too much on these without being able to see the whole, everything you need. Okay, hopefully you have that. All right, so let's just go ahead and read number one. So number one says, the school that Joe goes to is selling tickets to a play. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 8 senior citizen tickets and 7 child tickets for a total of $89. The school took in $54 on the second day, selling 8 senior citizen tickets and 2 child tickets. What is the price of each one, a senior and a child ticket? So just like yesterday or the last session, we have 2 sentences, so that's going to be 2 equations. So we have that first one, and then the second day is going to provide our second equation, okay? And then again, they want to know what is the price of a senior ticket and a child ticket. So that's the 2 things I'm looking for, so that's what I need to set my variables equal to. So let's just say X equal senior ticket. And I'm gonna have, oh, that got really messy. Let Y equal child ticket. All right. And now I'm just gonna use my yellow equation to come up with my my yellow sentence to come up with my first equation, and green for the second. First day of ticket sales, the school sold 8 senior citizen tickets. So that's gonna be 8 times X, because I sold 8 of them, I just don't know how much they cost. Then I sold 7 child tickets, so that'll be 7 times Y, 7 times however much the child tickets cost. I don't know yet. And altogether, that earned me $89. Okay, and then we're going to do the green equation. The school took in $54 on the second day by selling 8 senior citizen tickets. So again, that's going to be 8 times X, because I sold 8 of those senior citizen tickets, and now 2 child tickets, so that'll be 2Y. And I brought in $54 on that second day. All right, so there are my 2 equations. This one, again, is screaming elimination, because all I have to do is multiply that bottom equation by a -1. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this multiplication out. So I'm going to leave the yellow equation as it is, just right over here. And now the green equation times a -1. So that's now a -8x minus 2y equals a -54. My son's deciding to join me, so we'll see how far we can get through this. Okay, so the x's are going to cancel. I get 7y minus 2y is 5y. 89 minus 54 leaves me with 35. Divide both sides by 5. Looks like Y is going to be 7. So that means that the child ticket costs $7. Okay, so now to figure out the senior ticket, I'm just going to take Y is equal to 7 and plug it into one of my original equations, either the green or the yellow. I'm going to use the green because my numbers are a little bit smaller. So Y is 7. And now I can go ahead and solve. 8x plus 14. Oh, sorry. I'm sure you guys with younger brothers and sisters in your house can understand. 54 minus 14 is going to leave me at 40. Divide both sides by 8. And I'm going to get x equals 5. Okay, so now I have my 2 values. Give me a little sentence that tells me The senior tickets are $5 and the child tickets are $7. Senior tickets, they were X, so those were $5, and child was $7. He's fine for now. For now. Don't go too far. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at number 2, which looks like it's different, but it's honestly the same exact thing. It's just now we're dealing with shrubs. All right, so we have Molly and Mofer each improved their yards by planting daylilies and ivy. They bought their supplies from the same store. Molly spent $72 on 8 daylilies and 6 pots of ivy. Oh, hang on one second. There we go. Okay, and Mofer spent $30 on 1 daylily and 6 pots of ivy. What is the cost of 1 daylily and the cost of 1 pot of ivy? So that's what I'm trying to find. So I'll say let X equal daylily cost and let's have Y be ivy. Okay, so now I have each of those. And again, I have 2 equations. So let's do a yellow and a green again. So this time, instead of it being different dates, it's just, oops.
What's this?
What's what? Oh, don't push that, honey. I don't know what that is. You should go show Daddy. Okay, so here's Molly and that buddy. Can you go show Daddy?
I want to see that.
See? Mommy's.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's read the yellow sentence. Molly spent $72 on 8 daylilies and 6 pots of ivy. So that's going to be 8 daylilies, and they each cost X. I don't know how much they cost yet. And then I have 6 pots of ivy, which costs Y. So I have to figure that out. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this in yellow. Sorry. And altogether, she spent $72. Okay, so sorry, that was supposed to be yellow. So now I'm gonna stick with green. All right, so Mofer spent $30 on 1 daylily. So he only bought 1 times X, 6 pots of ivy, 6 times Y, and he spent $30. All right, so now I have my 2 equations. Hopefully it makes sense where they came from. Let's go ahead and multiply. Again, all of these are working out really nicely with elimination. So I'm going to multiply that bottom one by -1, so those y's will cancel out. Okay, so let's just rewrite my top equation, 8x plus 6y equals 72. And then we'll multiply that -1 through on the bottom. So that'll be a -1x minus 6y equals -30. Okay, combine these. 8x minus 1x is 7x. The y's are totally gone. 72 minus 30 is going to be 42. Divide both sides by 7, and we get x is going to be 6. All right, and then go back to one of our original equations. I'll use the second one. 1 times x, which I now know is 6, plus 6y equals 30. So 1 times 6 is just 6, so I'll just subtract that from both sides. And now I have 6y equals 24. Divide both sides by 6. So I get 4 for y. Okay, so give me a sentence somewhere. I know we really don't have a ton of room, but daylilies must have cost $6. And ivies cost 4. Okay, wherever you can squeeze that in for me. All right, and then last one we're gonna do together, number 3. I'm gonna erase all this and sort of move this up. Oh, geez, Louise. Okay. It's about as high up as I can bring it. Yeah, it's the best I got. Okay. So let's read. Jack and Amanda each improved their yards by planting hostas and shrubs. They bought their supplies from the same store. Jack spent, so I'm going to just highlight Jack real quick. Jack spent $147 on 7 hostas and 9 shrubs. Okay, so that's going to be my first equation. My second equation is going to come from Amanda. Amanda spent $105 on 7 hostas and 3 shrubs. Okay, perfect. And then what do I need to find? I need to find the cost of 1 hosta and the cost of 1 shrub. All right, so not too bad. I can do this. So I'm going to say let X equal hosta cost. And I'm going to say Y is a shrub cost. All right, and then we're going to write our 2 equations. Let's make sure we switch back to yellow this time. Jack spent $147 on 7 hostas. So he bought 7. How much were they? I don't know. So 7 times however much they cost. Plus 9 shrubs. So that'll be 9 times Y. 9 of them times however much they cost. And all together, his bill was $147. Okay, so there's our first equation from Jack. Now, let's write our second equation from Amanda. She spent $105 on 7 hostas. So 7 times X and 3 shrubs, 3Y. And she spent altogether $105. Okay, so again, I'm immediately going to multiply this bottom one by a -1 to get it to cancel out using elimination. So the yellow equation, 7x plus 9y equals 147. And then the green equation times -1. -7x minus 3y equals a -105. Add these together, x's are gone. 9y minus 3y is 6y. And 147 minus 105 leaves me at 42. Divide both sides by 6. And looks like y is going to be 7. All right. Take that back. I'm going to go to the green equation just because the numbers are a little bit smaller. 7x plus 3 times, I now know that y is 7 equals 105. 7x plus 21 equals 105. Minus 21 from both sides. 105 minus 21 is 84. Yep. Divide both sides by 7. And that is going to get me y. I'm sorry, these x's. Oops. X is 12. All right, awesome. So now X, remember, was the hosta cost. So I'm going to say hostas cost $12 and shrubs cost 7. Whew, there we go. All right. So as you can see, it all works the same way. So once you get the hang of these, they're really, really, really not that bad. Okay, go ahead and try the remainder of these, and we'll see how you do.